Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets and Quants. We have a really interesting guest today on Fridays with Sandy. Of course, Sandy Kreisberg
Hi, everybody.
in chilly, cold, snow-covered Boston, I might add.
Flushy, yes.
And then we have Gianni. Ciao, Gianni.
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody.
He's an Italian and a British citizen.
Mm-hmm.
He is an engineer. He works for a telecom company. Well, he worked for a telecom company. Now he works for one of the top 3 semiconductor makers in Europe. He's worked for 2 years in Italy, in Milan, as a process engineer, and now he works as a project manager in Singapore. His goal, Northwestern, Michigan Ross, Berkeley, LBS, or NCI. I'm going to try to talk him into a few more schools.
30 years old and a low GPA, undergraduate of 3.2.
He had a lot of fun in undergrad.
University of Bologna, and then he got a master's degree and a 4.0 at the University of Milan.
He redeemed himself.
Yeah, John, can a guy like this make the 3.2 go away?
I think because he has the master's with a 4.0 in an even more sexy subject, nanotechnology, I think yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. You might have, are you going to explain it, Gianni? Are you going to say something about it?
Something about my 3.2. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that in high school, I didn't study that much. I was pretty good. I just
No. You got to get right to the point. My undergraduate GPA is not John.
I think he needs to just.
No, what's the formula here? My undergraduate GPA of 3.2.
It's not indicative of my academic potential.
Not predictive. Not predictive.
Predictive. That's the magic word. Okay, predictive.
Predictive of how I'm going to perform at your business school. A better predictor is the 4.0 I recently got. Well, more recently got in my master's program. You know, the 3.2 was a result of a number of things. I wasn't possibly mature enough for undergraduate work my first 2 years. Hey, Gianni, did the grades go up?
Yeah. First year to second year, quite a lot. Second year to third year, also a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, and once I acclimated myself to the college environment, my grades went up. So blah, blah, blah. You know?
Okay.
Okay.
Those words exactly.
Well, those thoughts exactly. Yeah. You're a guy that schools are going to like for a lot of reasons. They like business schools love engineering people. You're in you actually make stuff. What do you make? Chips or?
Yeah, we make microchips. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something everybody, you know, carries around on them in their phones and stuff. But you actually make stuff. Schools are very, very interested in that. They're interested in the European background. John, Italy is a good European country to apply from, a bad country, or just doesn't really make a difference?
A great country. Great country to apply from because you don't have a lot of applicants.
Correct. Right.
There's been a real shortage of qualified European applicants to the top business schools in America in the last 5 years.
And among European applicants, Italy is just more rare. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like, you know, you ever see them? They put out the flags, you know, of all the people who are part of their class.
They want the Italian flag in that class.
They want the Italian flag there. Yeah.
So should I say that I'm half British or not?
Sure. You're a tutor.
Well, I'd stress the Italian part, tell you the truth. Britain is fine, but it's not a plus.
It's more common.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you could really minimize the 3.2. What do you make of the 30 years old, John?
I think it matters less in his case because of the other factors that we discussed.
And the fact he's not switching careers.
Right. He wants to be a project manager. He actually would love to work for Amazon or Tesla, two very sexy American companies.
Right. And they and so it's not like, because you're going to be 32. This is important. You're going to be 32, 33 years old.
Yeah, correct.
When you graduate business school. Okay. McKinsey does not hire business analysts who are 33 years old.
Although they like masters in nanotechnology.
Yeah, particularly white males. So you're the good version of 30 because you're continuing you're not starting a new career and you don't want to be a consultant. So the 30 years old, which is on the higher side of normal for most people, they'll wink at that.
But just to be clear, like my background is more like manufacturing than actual tech.
And that's better.
Close enough for government work. You're manufacturing in a tech environment, right?
Okay.
And plus manufacturing, that's an underrepresented.
Yeah. I mean, business schools, you're really rare. Business schools love, they talk about manufacturing. They've got professors of manufacturing. But lo and behold, people with manufacturing jobs very often do not apply to business school. I don't know why.
So you're in the underrepresented pool for Europeans, for people with masters in a STEM field,
right?
And for being in manufacturing. 3 great things. But what about that GMAT?
What's the you?
Who should reply to that?
Well, you haven't taken it yet, right?
You haven't taken it yet, right?
No. I have. I got my 710 already. Yeah.
You'll see. You've got a 710. Okay, so here's the question, John. I always give you these tough questions. What does a 730 do this guy versus a 710?
Boy, get some money.
And it's a big 20 points.
It's got some scholarship money.
So now the question is, is it possible at all to take it again, Gianni?
If I want to apply to round 2, no. It's yeah.
I think the 710 is good enough. Hey, particularly, look, Kellogg, Michigan, Berkeley, I think it's okay. I mean, I know the median at Kellogg is now close to 730.
Yeah, 730, yeah.
Yeah, but, Michigan and Berkeley would be okay. And even Kellogg will be okay. They'll love you.
Yeah. Those schools, I think you've got a lot to offer. We've touched on it. European background, nanotechnology, science background, semiconductors, manufacturing. I think you're going to get in. I think your chances of getting into Northwestern, Ross, Berkeley, LBS, and INSEAD are pretty good. I think so. John?
Yeah, I do too. I know that there's not a whole lot of time, but I'm hoping that where you work, you have a long Christmas holiday.
Yeah.
And you've already done draft essays for Berkeley and Michigan. And
hey, John, he works in Singapore, not Italy.
Oh, I know. And Singapore is a little different work ethic, probably. But you're going to have a little chunk of time off. I think you can. I would look at UCLA. I would look at.
UCLA doesn't buy him anything at Northwestern and Michigan.
No, that's true. But I'm just. Well, I guess you're right.
Now, let's get real here, Gianni. Guys like you could go to Harvard Business School. You're rare. You got a lot going for you. They might like the manufacturing part, semiconductor part. If you could throw an app into Harvard Business School, man, I would really try.
What do you think?
And given what and they don't care about no stinking essay. Okay. Just get the thing together. And I told you what to write for the essay.
Okay.
My goal, the essay could be 800 words. It doesn't have to be fancy. My goal is to become an impactful leader in blah and blah and blah. Several professional and personal experiences have contributed to this goal. First part of the essay, growing up in Italy or my parents. Second part of this essay, something I did in college. Third part, my professional jobs at blah, blah, and blah. And you just talk about influential experience, one influential experience. The end, okay?
Okay.
If they want you, they'll take you. And if they don't want you, no essay in the world is going to change their mind. Right, John?
That's
Okay.
true. So Gianni, I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning where you are, but instead of going to sleep, get that Harvard essay done.
I will do that. Yeah.
That's my tough love to you. You got a lot going for you.
That's not tough at all. I was hoping for something
Why
worse.
you want an MBA?
Sorry?
Tell us why you want an MBA.
Well, I would like to move to the US and work in a tech company, as you said, Tesla or Amazon or something working with hardware or semiconductors, so NVIDIA or Microsoft, and I would like to be a product manager. So
that is so great. That's music to business schools' ears. They think they do that, but nobody who goes there does that, right?
True.
They all become investment bankers and consultants.
Yeah.
So
Gianni, you got a lot going for you. Also, you have a really nice personality.
Yeah, we like it.
You're a very likable guy.
You're a likable guy. You'll interview well. Check back. Throw one into Harvard and check back for a mock interview. That's my advice.
All right.
Okay. What do you think might hurt me the most?
What's that?
What do you think might hurt me the most if I apply to Harvard?
It's going to be execution. It's not going to be the facts, right?
What would hurt you the most is there some other guy like you with just a little bit better at everything?
There's no other guy like Gianni.
All right.
Oh, no.
Even with a 710, Harvard wouldn't care.
Harvard will blink at a 710 if they really like you.
They're taking. They do take a few people with low 600s. Of course, it's not your type. Not your type.
No, for a international white male.
Yeah,
it's an interesting question what the average GMAT is. I think it's. I could be wrong. It could be near 710. Anyway, 710. It's just 710 proves that you can do it. You can sit still and take the test. If they like you, they'll blink at the 710. Noblesse oblige. That's the advantage of being Harvard. They can give up some U.S. News average GMAT, points for someone they like.
So look, one extra day of torture to fill out that application, and you can do it. One day. It's all it is. It's worth it. It's worth what we call a Hail Mary pass.
Yeah, the essay could be like an email, really. I'm serious. It could be that informal. They don't care. Just say that I want to be an impactful leader, and these are some influential experiences. That's it.
So when you say Harvard doesn't care, is it Harvard that doesn't care, or anybody cares?
No. Well, what Sandy is saying is actually a dirty little secret, that he thinks the essay at Harvard doesn't count for that much.
Okay, just there though.
What it can do, I've said this before, what the essay at Harvard can do is screw you if you go off on a tear or you say something, dumb or politically incorrect.
Like if Donald Trump did the essay, he'd be rejected immediately.
Oh boy. Okay, time to go here. We're drifting into People don't listen to us to hear about Trump.
Okay. Gianni. Gianni in Boca al Lupo.
Ooh, very good. Thanks, Crappy.
Ciao.
All right, ciao, everybody. And good luck to you, really.
Bye-bye.
Sandy, thank you very, very much again.
Yeah.
To all of you out there, good luck on your MBA journey. This is John Byrne of Poets and Quants.